What's going on, everybody? I'm working on my mountain shocks here. I mean, they work fine. I figured I didn't have nowhere near enough oil. It's way down in there. You can't really see the damn light. Anyway, I probably got it up to about the bottom of the M. And this other side here, I just took apart and did. And I was able to still compress the shock after I filled it up, probably to all the way to the end or more. That's about how deep it is when I fill it to about, probably about the end. So I had nowhere near enough oil in them, and I didn't have them very tight. That might have been why one of them leaked out. So let me fill the back ones up proper and look at the difference between the front and the back for as far as it springing around. All right, I got the back done, and man, that feels so much better having the oil, a lot more oil in there. Look how slow it moves. I mean, it's just, I'll watch the front of this some bit. The front, just as much as, I mean, as quick as you can spring it, it comes back up. And but back though is, so let's finish the fronts then now. Let's get some more air in them, baby, or some more fluid, I mean. Oh, excuse me. Alright, now I got the fronts on. Now this is my original Gen 8, in case y'all didn't know. It still looks just as good. I mean, I've taken good care of it over the years. But, man, it's so much better. Yeah, it's a lot better. I'll put the body on there and see how that works. But I still got the softest springs in it. They are 100 millimeter. I think their stock ones are 97.5, something like that. So that's what I've been told. I believe so. So anyway, this is for Purple Murple, I guess. See how she holds the body. And all these have a little bumps there. If you got them way up, the front end looks good. But when you come all the way down, this side's actually over more than this side. Up, it's perfect. Right there is actually perfect. But it's about where this one sits. This one's actually a little lower, so it's more to this side. If I was to raise it, it should be right. But there's ways of taking bump stair out. I just don't really care, to be honest about it. I might one day. So anyway, that's where we're at. I think everything's ready for the next time we roll. All three of them, even Gravedigger's ready to move, I think. So, yeah, the old winch works fine. Lights work good on that one. I didn't put the light kit in this body, but I do have lights in the bumpers on this one. So, all right, well, we can't put all that oil in the shocks and not even test it, so we got them both out. We can give them a rip. Take them out here and see how they do again today. Well, as far as torque twist, it doesn't seem to be any, and that's pulling a trailer. Look at this big girl. She's ready to go in, huh? Let me let her in real quick. Well, all right, guys. I could show you the jets if you can see them. See over here. I live by an Air Force base. Probably won't be able to see them on camera. They're out there. Anyway, like I say, I don't really see any torque twist since I put the oil in the shocks. I don't know how long it will last before it all comes out. Now, obviously, when you take a corner like that, you're gonna feel it, but not much. I mean, I got a 45 turn in this thing. Look how slow it is now. I didn't realize just how slow it was going to be, but good Lord. So you can see that body comes up, but it does fine. This truck's going to be mainly for pulling this trailer right now. I'm going to probably put the 35 in it. I got another one somewhere, I think. This is the RC 4-wheel drive 45 turn. really don't like their motors that much. I love everything else they make. But, I mean, sorry. Stock ESC does great in this truck, especially with the right motor. That is stock gearing, so I don't know about torque yet. 45 turn, it ought to have torque. But I'm almost walking faster than this one. It's still perfect speed for me. I don't want to walk much faster than that. I got a feeling it would get hot just because you run it wide open more than anything. So yeah, we're at least going to go to a 35 in that. It's great for now. I think my wife might be going with me to the next little event I go to, a little free crawl. I'll let her run the purple truck. She loves purple, so. Anyhow, I hadn't got out and did nothing else to the course since yesterday. Do got plenty more malts and stuff. We got some more sitting over there. Just kind of letting her finish what she's working on before I take the rest. But I'm gonna fix her up a little bit more. Anyway, let me go ahead and disconnect. I like the way I got this hooked up. All I gotta do really is kind of push up and down a few times and it's off. But it won't come off on the trail, it never has. Well, I guess we're doing a pretty good comparison test on two Gen 8s right now. Because the biggest upgrade in that truck is suspension. It's got them shocks, it's pretty good. This is still stock and it's on full droop right now really, but they work great. I added that bumper and winch, that put extra weight in the front, so it's really on droop right now. That one's, them shocks, you'd have to take the spring out to go to a droop. It's not gonna droop with them. I mean, the oil just gives it a better ride, but it doesn't change the height at all. I like the way it sits with them wheels. I think it's pretty scale like that. It's pretty good. This is more the comp one. This has got all the good stuff. So here comes the freaking rain. Good Lord. Anyway, let's see if we can't do a little comparison before we get wiped out. Again, stock ESC. This is not the stock servo in this truck. I have that one in the RC4 drive. This is just an off-ball servo. It's nothing good. I think stock is probably actually better than this one. I had to put a longer servo horn just to get the turn out of it because it didn't turn as much. But well, it seems like 45 turn in this, even with a 17 tooth, has plenty of torque, obviously. I mean, I do have to give it a hell of a lot more gas than I would on, hold on, let me see something. Right there where I'm at. I'm gonna see if the trim will pull it out of here. No, it won't. Trim will not pull it out of there. Here comes some more rain, good Lord. But anyway, let's hit this main path here before I start getting wet. Them shocks are working now, finally. They wasn't doing very good at first, but I just didn't have the oil in them. I'm happy with them again. This the OG Gen 8 with a nice new body on it. When I hit a rough course, I'm not going to leave this body. It's going to go green. I'm not going to tear it all up. I'm going to try to keep this one to a minimum of scratches. Don't ask me why. Probably just because I've never done that before. You can do it. You can do it. No reverse. No reverse. Come on. All right, one time. I do got the bumper hitch in the back of this truck right now, so she doesn't have much wheel speed. I'm going to say that. I think we already know that, but enough to get it out. Still a very fun truck to drive. These shocks changed a lot about this truck. I'll tell you now, once I put a Trailmaster in all the trucks, I'm gonna put that same $16 motor in every truck, man. I love this motor. I mean that motor, not this motor. Sorry. I love that motor. I'm just not a big fan of RC 4-wheel drive's motors. They're weak. A 45 turn, that shouldn't have much bog at all, to be honest. Even though it's a very capable truck. Let's go this way. That was bad driving. I was looking at the camera. Ooh, that's real bad driving. Looking at the camera. Alright, so let's try it again. Well, I got my steering turned down or something. I must not have it hooked up right because it ain't turning worth a crap to the right. But it goes good left, so I must not have it turned in there good. No big deal. It's gonna be a good comparison on the stock one, I'll tell you. Because even with these shocks, the way it's set up, you don't get no droop. It's gonna hurt it. Back up so I can see what I'm doing. And the tires are just getting a little bit wet. And I do got high racks on the other truck. Like I've said before, I believe these tires here to be the best stock tire I've used. Good Lord. Truck just falls right off the back tires. So let's reset here somewhere else. See if I can pull out of this. I'm gonna cut the ends off the bumpers, I think. I got lights in, is why I haven't done it yet. The back hitch is definitely gonna hang it, but barely enough torque to get out of that. I'm telling you. Yeah. You can see that she struggles. Very capable truck still though, just nothing what the other one is now. Alright, well, let's rip the other one a minute. Alright. This trailer truck is wider than all the other ones, obviously. At least with these wheels on it. Steering trim. Like I say, this is going to be apples to oranges compared to that one, I bet. Because this one is, again, if you hadn't seen the other videos, we got the Trailmaster 27 turn. Now we got a loose headlight, no big deal. Hobby Wing 1080 ESC and a Holmes Hobby brushless servo with the high racks tires. And some big bulky bumpers added to the pile now. Yep, them bumpers is what's gonna hurt this one. With the low ride I got set up. My light there had a short yesterday and I hot glued it thinking it might keep it together instead of soldering it. But I recovered at least. I didn't really try that hard with the last one. I've done this enough already in this truck, so that bumper wasn't on here was the problem. There. Sorry, my controller sticks out further on this one, my camera, so I got to back up. That Holmes Hobby servo makes a little noise because it was waterproofed, but she works perfect. Have a much better steering angle on this one, a lot better control. I shouldn't have put these big bumpers on, but I wanted my winch. Actually, that bumper's caught up on a lot of stuff the other one never would have. So I might put the winch just on the stock bumper. Put these bumpers on the RC four-wheel drive. I'm gonna see if this will climb out with trim. No, I can climb right. I give it too much trim. I better steer it while I'm trimming. That's all trim. Yeah, that torque master is definitely a torque master. Watch, I'm gonna trim through here and then just steer. Let's see. Oops, a little bit high trim. I want to go a little bit trim. Let's see, right about there. See how far I can go. Let me get off this bumper first. There we go. That's a little more trim. A little more, but yet it does do it. A little bit more trim. Still on the trim. I mean, I'm barely turning it each time. All trim still. And there's how fast we were actually going to do that. You know what? We're gonna go down here. I'm not gonna change it. This is staying on the trim. I'm gonna see how far I can get up this path right here with this. If I can get out here and turn around. We already seen the other motor would not come out of that hole on trim full blast. And here's my trim adjustments right here. I can go up to that speed right there on trim. That's my full speed trim. But we're going to slow it down from that. That's full speed reverse trim. Sorry about the junk pile or the burn pile back there, guys. It's going to go soon. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it about right there. Maybe just a touch more. And then we're going to just, let me pick up the speed to get over here, obviously. Alright, now we're on trim again. We'll see how far I can get up this path if I can get up the first obstacle. Might need a little more. Not yet. It's still going. You go, torque master. Or trail master, my bad. Trail master. Let me just wiggle the steering. I bet it'll go. There it goes. No extra gas, just the damn trim. This is an awesome motor, man. Let me back up here. Oops. Let me back up. Back to the trim. I didn't touch it. I just left it where it was. Wow. I'm bind it up a little bit. So I did bump it right there. That was only because of the bind. And right there too, I guess. But that's to be expected, I guess. Look at that. I didn't touch it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm leaving the trim there when I back up, actually, so that it basically is doing its own thing. All right, right there I bound up, but that's probably because of a bad angle. Let me go this way. Yeah, a little bit more. All right. Will it come through that? Come on. You can do this. Oh, yeah. Come on. I'm hung up. There we go. That was only because I was snagged. Wow, that's pretty impressive to me. There's the speed I was going. Wow. I gave it 2 or 3 little bumps through there. Wonder how far I can get in reverse with this thing. Why would you want to go in reverse? Well, why wouldn't you? That's why. Let me turn it down a little bit slower than that, though. There we go. Where will this take me? Maybe a little bit more. There we go. Why? I don't know. Because I've never done it before, that's why. Okay, we're going to hang right there, but I think you get the point. Get you a Trailmaster 27 turn 14 tooth pinion on the Hobby Wing 1080 ESC, and I think you're good to go. You can go to a 35 turn if you don't mind going a little slower, but I mean right there it's not going to really crawl nothing at that creep. Right there it will though. But like I said, right at that speed right there is enough torque. I guarantee it will go up almost anything. You know, we're going to go creep the angle test with it. Oh, I got another little option right here. We're going to do it again right here. mean, it's about half trim right there. If I hit the right line on this, I think I can come through here. Well, once I get it started to go. Ooh, too much. There we go. Damn bumper. I'll wiggle them tires and it goes on its own then. I don't know about this big rock over here. Let's see, will it? Oh my gosh, it will. Still ain't touching it, guys. I'm hung up somewhere now, so I'm gonna give it a little boost. Okay, once my diff came off, it started on its own. And right there's a big rock. I think my diff probably caught, because look at the tires. That's still pretty dang good. Come on, you can do it. Come on. I think I can get out of here without touching it. Nah, I lied. Wait, no, it almost did. My back diff is on, okay. I didn't realize where I was caught. Let me give it just a touch more just because. Okay, well. Uh-oh. Ah, well, we're gonna come out of it still. Because I want to go somewhere else with this trimming. It's starting to rain pretty good, but I'm gonna get one more shot in here before I'm done. This is wet. Oh, I didn't even think of that. I changed my bumper. I pushed it in on the back. I want to see how this approach angle works, and we're going to try to trim up this. Give it just enough to go. A little bit more. This is all body weight of the truck now. There we go. That's all trim. I guarantee my other truck will not come up this with trim. I don't think the other truck could come up it at all with this because it's wet right now. That's some pretty good traction with these wet tires because it's coming down a little bit. Will I clear any of this? Holy crap. Okay, still not touching it yet. I don't want to go off the edge of this, so I definitely will have to stop in a second. But all right, I'm still not going to touch it. That's where I had it set. It's kind of fast, but let me back it up a little bit. Let's say once I get it out of reverse, it goes back to where I had it. So we're just going to run with it. If it goes to falling, I'm going to try to catch it. But it's about 5 feet in the air right now, 4 feet. Wow. I'm still running trim. It's up a little high right now, but I'm running it uphill and downhill. We're going to even try this right here with it. Oh, I almost turned the wheel while it was going straight. There we go. And even though the trim is still going forward, that's all the faster it's going. That's pretty good. All right. I guess it pays to get some good stuff sometimes, don't it? All right, one more test before I'm done. Not with this truck. We're gonna go up that hill with the other truck. All right, will the 45 turn with the 17 tooth? Now, I bet if I turn and put the 14 tooth pinion, it would change that, and it would go up some stuff. Well, the problem I'm gonna have, this is getting it up to the tires. Okay, we're up there now. All right, let me turn the steering a little bit. Okay, now let me try to creep into the trim. That's full blast trim, it's not going nowhere. That's the 17 tooth pinion though, that's why. Because I did test in the house, and on the 14, it will go. But the tires are still hooking on this wood. If I flip it over, it's smooth like that door, and you will not go up it. But this side has like a rough texture, so you're good. I mean, it ain't like it won't go, it's just not gonna go on trim. Still a very capable machine. Hold on a second. There we go. The bottom pieces ain't been cut off the body yet that tucks in there, so it, well, I gotta give it like a, I feel like I'm giving that half pedal just to go after driving the other truck, you know? And the steering servo is so much weaker, even though it does its job. And mean, yeah, you can tell the difference. I can make it look good. That ain't the problem. Ooh. You top heavy girl. Some shocks. Shocks are good shocks though. I'm not gonna knock them. Compared to what I had on here before these, it's night and day. For $18 shocks too. Let me put that back in there. Those mountain shocks are only $18. Any length you want and any color you want. I mean, they got like 5 colors. Oh, that was me hitting the gas. So if it was on trim, it would have been getting it, but. Well, guys. It's kind of easing up a little bit. So let's go over here and hit one more thing while we're here. I don't want to make too long of a video anyway. I do that enough. But as long as it's not pouring on me, I'm going to have a minute of fun. Oops. Tire on tire over there. Let me put it on trim and see if I can even make this across here on trim. I got it cranked up kind of high, and I bet it won't even make it across these couple lips right here. I didn't think so. That's full trim, won't even go. All right, we're just gonna shut that off and keep rolling. Still ain't no fancy course, but we're getting there. I think my grandson would be proud of my last changes I've made. And guess what? That's what matters to me. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that. If you're watching, Thomas, that used to be the green truck. It's now purple. The green truck is Thomas's favorite too, so he's gonna love the purple. Where else do I want to go? Okay, we're gonna go this way at once. I don't know if I can get up this in the rain today. We're gonna find out. Oh yeah. As you see, I added a couple things here so that it wouldn't be an impossible run. And you got an alternate route. You can get out of here. You can go that way over there if you can't get up one of these in a certain vehicle or something. Well, when you stay on the gas and stuff, she rolls like a clutch. All right. Damn rain. Let me run one more time with that one before I go in.